Hey, as you can see, we a little different today. Nice little different vibe with some lighting, podcast mic. My sound person had to work, so you see I got headphones on.
Jack of all trades.
Yeah, my camera person had to work, so it's right. Everything running automatic. Today on Go For It podcast, I have Miss J Diva Graham. Miss Graham does a lot. Miss Graham is on iHeartRadio. Miss Graham is a singer, a performer. Also, Miss Graham is a social media influencer. And listen, it's nothing that this young lady can't do because she put faith in God and Absolutely. Keep moving. How you doing, Miss J Diva?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing fine. So, tell us a little bit. First of all, what made you decide to go for it?
God put a lot in me, and I am so grateful and appreciative. And I have had a mic in front of me since I could talk, since I could sing. My grandmother and my godmother, God bless both of their souls, they always had me performing or doing some type of song or skit. I remember telling stories about the Three Bears and singing and doing all the things. So it just came natural. But I thought, if I have all these talents and gifts inside of me, one, let me use it to make someone laugh, make someone's day. And two, let me use it to make some bread, some cheese, make it a little
cheddar,
lucrative.
mozzarella.
And so that's how J Diva Artistry came about.
Wow. So you got a whole lot packed up in there. As a matter of fact, don't you also do makeup?
I do a makeup too. So J Diva Artistry is a conglomerate of things. I remember trying to get my first business card, and the person I was working with said, you only should focus on one thing. And that just didn't sit well with me because I'm not one dimensional. I have many gifts and talents that I'm grateful for and that I wanted to display. So that's how I came up with J Diva Artistry, because of course J Diva is a part of me, but I love doing makeup, I love singing, I love hosting events. And so all of those things wrap up into J Diva Artistry. Even with my logo, it has a microphone, it has a makeup brush. So all of those things come together to just uplift and enhance any event or any woman's self-esteem.
Wow. And my thing is, so basically, someone can book you.
Yeah, we can check things off the list.
To do the makeup at the wedding.
Absolutely.
Sing at the wedding. Pretty much event plan the wedding.
Absolutely.
And host the reception.
There you go. All in one.
Let
me know. I got you covered.
All in one.
Yes.
All in one.
Yes. And then people have actually done that. So I'll have my J Diva Makeup Artistry shirt on at the beginning of the wedding. I'm doing the makeup. Then I'll change into whatever color that our band is wearing, and I do the reception. So it's a blessing to have all of those tools in my toolbox and be able to be a one-stop shop for, you named it, weddings, but also different parties, different events, and different things that have have that thing that people need, that edge to be able to enhance an event or enhance a program or whatever the occasion is.
And speaking of programs, we have an event coming up. I know you have something coming up before then, but we have an event coming up in Tallahassee, at Tallahassee State. With
Absolutely.
The Spearman Foundation.
Yes.
You know, I think this is the third year I've been there, and y'all been there at the same time.
Same time.
And listen, the ticket of the event alone is worth it.
Agreed.
If you catch these folks performing.
Agreed.
I don't know how many sets they do, but when you walk in, they singing.
Okay.
When you leave, they sing. I'm like, we done cut the lights on, they still singing.
Because we got to get the people what they want.
So it's like, when the last person say good night, they still singing. So I'm just letting you know, you get your money worth when you book, and tell them the name of the band.
Absolutely. The band is the Essence Band. Shout out to my guys in the Essence Band. We are a family. We've been doing this. It's not just me. It's like everybody just comes together in the Essence Band, and we do it for our people. Whether it's 5 people, whether it's 500 people, we're going to put on a good show. So I really enjoy the fact that we can continue doing the Spearman Foundation because it's a party with a purpose. So those are the best kind.
However, I've never seen 5 people. I mean, I've seen closer to like 500. But anyway,
you know
that's just me.
Listen,
I know she's trying to be humble.
We do it for the people.
I've never seen 5 people at this show. I'm just telling you.
All right.
All right, I'm just going to let you know.
Yeah.
More, yeah. It don't even be 5. It's more than 5 in the band.
Right. I'm just saying the performance is not going to change. So if you have a small event and you want a band, we'll do that. If you have a humongous event, we'll do that as well. And another thing that we do is the Graham Groove. So that's me and my husband as well. So shout out to my baby.
Okay.
He will DJ and then I'll sing songs. So it's like if you have just a smaller budget and you just need just that ambiance of live entertainment, then we do that as well. We just had our gig here at the Flint, and that was amazing. So it's like dinner music type vibes, and we'll do like, yeah, you know that? I didn't invite you. I'm going to invite you next time.
Man,
But yeah, we've been in Thomasville. We've done events there at the tavern. And
but that's very...
You remember when we did the fashion show?
The fashion show,
So,
yeah. That's what I was going to say. It's
absolutely.
like that.
It's
Man,
like that.
That's
yeah.
unique.
Yes, yes.
I thought y'all just came together there. I didn't know that was a whole...
No. It's a whole thing, too.
What?
Yes, we're developing that as well. So
They all about making that bread.
But it's all in fun. Like, we just
Someone put something up here. Let me see it. Yes, they push them. You didn't hear that, but they'll hear it. Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Matter of fact, here. Just put the headphones on.
Because I know about the audio as well.
So you be like, won't we push them? I don't know. I just used it. I mean, one of my interns put it on there. So
okay, that's cool too.
Yeah, I mean.
I like it.
So later, see how we do stuff on our show? We just throw it all out there, ad-lib.
Yeah.
I need to find out from my ad-lib how they did that. I mean, find out from my intern how they did that so I can say, go for it.
Right. See, have your little sayings on there. Right. That's right.
So, y'all can tell we have fun doing it.
Yes, we do.
I want to know about this other project that you're working on, and she just signed me to a big deal, y'all. I mean, I hope so. But you got another project you're working on.
Yeah.
I've seen the pilot.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And can you just explain a little bit about that?
Okay, so a little bit.
Not too much.
Yeah, right. Shout out to my friend Mauricio. So I have been working on my own concept of a podcast, and we did a little theme song for it, and it's real cute, and I'll let you hear it. So I'm excited about that, but I will say that it includes versions of my radio show. So I have a radio show here on 98.1 every day from 3 to 7. And I have a segment called the Connect 4 at 4. So if you listen to the show, you probably know what that is. I connect 4 songs with one topic to see if we can make that connection together. And so it's a variation of that for the podcast. So I'll have different artists that are in the Good Life City that'll come on, and we'll play a game, and we'll talk, and we'll interview, and we'll interact. So it's a way to get your brain to thinking, get some music trivia in there, and just have a little fun getting to know the various artists in the city as well. Man. And I look forward to working with RAPCO on that, because we've been bouncing ideas off each other, so it's time to go for it.
Right, time to go for it. Time to go for it.
It's on camera now.
It's on camera.
I got you. So you'll see it. You'll see it. It'll come out.
You see how she did.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, and also briefly we worked together at the TV station.
Absolutely.
So that was fun. That was fun. I mean, it's just amazing how paths cross, but you stay in contact.
Yeah.
And especially when you have a passion.
Absolutely.
And then the same person have a passion.
Yeah.
And listen, we trying to eat out here.
That's it.
We trying to eat.
Mm-hmm.
We about going to get. She got a conglomeration.
Conglomerate.
Listen, she got a conglomerate. Listen, if you need drone pilot, call me. Video production, call me. Social media, don't worry, I help you. I will find that. And I got people that do websites. You need security. No,
okay. Listen, and my husband used to do security too, so we got all kind of stuff.
we got it.
We got it covered. We got it covered. Yes.
You know, so I know you want to do your own brand or your podcast or whatever. Have you ever thought about acting?
Yes, I'm in a few different films. You know,
what?
I was We gotta talk again. But yes, I do some background acting in Atlanta in Tyler Perry Studios. I've been on All the Queen's Men. I had a little small feature.
Oh wait! You need to give me that. You need to give me that episode.
I'll tell you. I'll look it up. I posted it. It's been a while, but I'll send it to you, as well as like I said, a small little walkthrough in the 688 movie, and I was
Did you speak in any of it?
I did not.
That's what we got to get.
It's the ambiance. Yes.
We get
I make the ambiance. But let me say this though. I have got a SAG invitation because of the work that I've done on Beyond the Gates.
What?
That's a new
Beyond the
Gates is on CBS, and that is the newest black soap opera.
Oh,
so,
yeah. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet.
Yep. So I did get SAG invited for that. Yes, sir.
And you sent it back?
Yes, sir.
So
we go. Yeah,
you about to be getting paid.
That's the goal. That's the goal. That's always the goal.
Girl, let me get $20.
I got it. Listen, we gonna. Yeah, I got you. I'm not stingy. Cause we working right now. Wait, see. You give a person an inch, they want to take a mile, but you know it's all good though. You good for it. I know you good for it. Mm-hmm. I know it, cause we got some stuff in the works. So
I know.
You know it's gonna come back.
Am I still in focus? Let me walk up here. You keep talking.
Okay.
I make sure I'm still in focus.
Okay.
Keep talking.
So.
That's how we do it on our group and our stuff.
You just let me know what's happening. So with the new podcast though, I'm really excited about it, and I've already contacted my first guest. Let me tell you this, because it is important for you to follow through and to go for it, like the podcast says. Mm-hmm. I showed Chris a draft of the podcast, and I felt like I had everything set up, and I had my first guest. Shout out to Chance. He came in and we did about 30 minutes of the podcast, and we had a great time, but the sound went out. And so I'm thinking, okay, I've done this and I've set everything up, but after 5 minutes the sound went out. So you can see the visual of us having an amazing time, but the sound is not there. And so sometimes you have to reach out to people and not think that you can do it all on your own. You might have a great idea, but you put your talents with other people's talents and you come up with something greater than you could ever imagine. God just drops the idea in your head, but he gives you those people as well. So you have to reach out, because sometimes we think that we can do it all on our own, and sometimes it's just not possible.
And that's fact, because like I said, I had to get up, I had people that had to work, and I had to get up just now and go put it back in focus.
Yeah.
So if you see it out of focus, hey, you know what it was. But in focus now, it's sharp. I can tell it's in focus because I'm in all red here. I can look at it. So, so
humble beginnings.
Yeah, and you can and listen. That's the great thing about being able to have your own and do your own.
Yes, sir.
Because we can have fun with it. Mm-hmm. It's not about, oh my God, this went wrong. No, have fun with it, and
you can't panic.
And you can't panic. And listen, I know about that sound issue because I was we was working on Alice Dunnigan documentary up in Kentucky. Mm-hmm. And Miss Sonia Ross, one of the top reporters in the country was back in the day was there.
Wow.
And she was a White House correspondent at one point. And we had this whole interview. She did this interview.
Mm-hmm.
And I got back.
Yeah.
And when I cut to whatever, that's all I heard.
That's it. That's that hurt.
And thankfully, I had a second camera with sound.
Awesome.
And so, but I had to like
you had to line it
sync
up.
it right.
Yeah.
So that's a headache.
Absolutely.
So, you know, Jay can tell you right now, I got 3 cameras in here,
yes.
all got sound, and we got a podcast.
Yes, no, but it took that experience.
Yeah.
So you know better next time.
Yeah, I tell my, because you know one thing I tell my interns all the time. We can get around the whole situation when it comes to video because that camera running, I can go back to this camera, and then I got the camera I'm looking in, but. You know, if I need to, I can go back to center camera.
Absolutely.
But if the sound gone,
what can you do?
It's over.
Yeah.
You know, so we gonna, and I like to thank this company that sponsored this one. Yeah, y'all thought y'all could get 3 plugs.
One day it's gonna have a name on it. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, what else you want to talk about? It's on you. You can ask me a question.
Okay.
Now I said I'm gonna answer it. But you can ask me a question.
Okay. Hold on. Good. So, you know, this is edited. But you were gonna ask me about the Mama Jessica.
Boom.
Okay. We're back.
See how that we back. All right. But we never did cut.
Right.
You know what? I've been watching, and this is for real. That's why I'm glad you remind me of it.
Okay.
I've been watching you with this whole deal on social media. And all of a sudden, she's just looking in the back seat.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
yeah.
And she be dropping some nuggets. So where did you come up with the whole Mama Jessica?
Oh my goodness. It was not even supposed to be more than one little video, little episode, whatever. But the name Mama Jess, shout out to my bonus son, Tariq. He ended up calling me Mama Jess one day, and I was just like, I was taken back. I'd never, I haven't been blessed to be called mom before in any capacity. So when he said Mama Jess, I was like, oh, my baby. So that kind of, so that kind of stuck. And then the first one that I did was on TikTok, because that's when TikTok was shutting down and everybody was just so frantic and what we gonna do and how we gonna do it. And right. I thought about it from a younger person's perspective as like, oh, TikTok is my life. So I was about to go to church and I looked back and I was like, I don't want to hear about no tick or no talk, because all that time you've been on TikTok, you could have been praying and you could have been, doing other things basically. But I use TikTok too, so that's the irony of it all. Right. And I'm glad it didn't go anywhere because it's fun. But so that's how it happened. And I had 2 people reach out to me, and it did a lot. It did good numbers, and it gave laughter and it gave a message, and people seemed to respond to that. And I had 2 followers inbox me like, I think you got something here. I think you should, keep it going. So I thought about it and I said, why not? So I asked God, I said, if you give me a word to say in a humorous and educational way, then I'll keep doing it. Before we go up in here, I don't want to hear about no kings or no protest. In fact, we're going to profess that we serve the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. He is king over everything. So we ain't worried about a king on earth. We already knew that our king was in heaven, okay?
Okay, but how is he my father and your father and you my mom?
Well, that's easy because Jesus told us to address him as such. That's why we pray, our Father, which art in heaven. And he is the head of our life, so that's why we call him Father. And that's just like Abraham. He's our father too. He had many sons. Many sons had Father Abraham. I am one of them, and so are you. So let's just praise the Lord. That's why y'all sing that song. God made that covenant with Abraham to not destroy humanity, but make him the father of many nations. So we are a part of the nation of God. And that's why we say God is our father and Abraham is our father too.
Also, that's why you be calling my daddy your daddy.
Girl, mind your business. And it seems like every Sunday that I was in town, I just prayed that prayer and he would drop something in my spirit. So I had to do some research, on sermons that I've heard or on words that I've heard, but try to make it interesting, try to make it fun and interactive, and still give a word, give a message, give hope, and give laughter to someone who's watching it. So as long as he gives me a word to say, then I promise I'll say it. So that's how it happened. Yeah.
So did you trademark Mama Jess yet?
I have not. I guess I need to do that.
Excuse me.
Right now.
Hey, I
know
need
that's
to
right.
trademark Mama Jess.
I know that's right. I know that's right.
I know she right here, but don't worry about it.
I'm right here.
Don't worry
Yeah,
about it.
we gonna work on that.
Yeah.
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 Mm-hmm. That's why I say small beginnings, because you just never know, what's gonna pop off, how. And you said social media influencer. I haven't grabbed hold to that title yet, but I'm finding my way through it, and I'm going for it.
You've been on social media for quite a while.
Yes, but not doing anything that was a signature or that was consistent. I do, I like to take pictures. First of all, I'm a picture girl. And so, I post certain things that I want to share, not every aspect of my life. And I think a lot of times with, social media personalities or influencers, like they deep dive into their life, like everything. And then sometimes I just don't post or I don't record. But that is another source of income. So I have tapped into that as well. But just going for it and taking things serious can really impact your life and take you places that you never would have imagined. So I'm grateful for the opportunities that I have, and I look forward to expanding on those.
Yeah, because because I'm just being real. That's why I shot my first podcast. I keep saying, I'm going to do this.
I'm going to do it.
I'm going to do it.
I love it.
I'm going to do it. And I'm just saying, you know what? I'm going to go for it. Mm-hmm. And that's where the name came from.
Go for it.
Because it's like,
that's beautiful.
We can plan and plan ourselves out of a situation.
There you go. Yep.
Plan yourself out of your dream.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes you just have to go for it.
Absolutely.
And make it happen.
Absolutely.
Because like you said, our schedules be clashing.
Yes.
Just for us to get in the studio today has been a lot, you know.
And that's the thing. When you have a dream, when you have a vision of what you want done, you can't really take no for an answer, especially if you are blessed to know who you're working with. I know Chris. I know he has a crazy schedule. We have been texting a lot, but kind of not getting anywhere. We had one meeting. But then I was like, okay, don't take it personal. Just pick up the phone. Just be consistent. Because I know I tried the whole podcast thing on my own. And although I have a good concept, I had a good setup, but the sound. And so I'm like, I know people that do this. Why not reach out? And it just worked out like that. So you got to be persistent if you want it.
And what happens is, because you in radio, you take it for granted that you got it.
Yeah.
And that's just like me in video.
That's what I thought I had.
Yeah, and that's just like me in video production.
Yes.
I do not have everything. I'm going to be the first one to say I do not have everything. I be editing sometime, and sometimes my great interns will say, hey, Mr. Rapley.
Yeah.
Or now I've been blessed to be, make an assistant professor, Professor Rapley.
I love
this. How this can work.
Shout out to ASU.
And I'm like, absolutely.
Yeah.
It is, and you can't take it personal. It's like, that's what? Right. Say what now? No, show me that again.
Good.
Okay, yeah, that's the way we going. We going the way Cleo said do it.
I love it.
And that's how we got to approach the youth now these days. And when you do that, you also gain respect.
That's it. Yeah.
You gain a lot of respect. But like we gonna go back. I told Jay, I said, hey, just call me.
Yeah, he did.
Just call me. So after summer camp today, well, it'll be probably a Thursday from now when you see this. But I was at summer camp. I went home and went to sleep. And I made sure I didn't keep my phone on silent. So when that text came in, Yeah.
Yeah. We there. We on it. We on it. Yeah. We gonna make it happen.
And matter of fact, the whole setup is different
Mm-hmm.
because of what she's wanting to do.
Absolutely.
So I even did my whole setup different, and and you're gonna see I do different setups and whatever because I want to be better.
I love it.
I want to get better.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm happy. Courtesy of these lights, these wash lights back here. So my daughter for my birthday.
Nice.
Thank you, Christina.
I love that.
Thank you, I love you. So before we wrap up, give us a few nuggets that anyone can use right now.
Okay. If you have an inkling, if you have a thought, if you have a goal, and that thing keeps showing up in the most unopportune times, you see something and it reminds you of that thought you had, or you hear something and that reminds you of that goal you had, or you dream something and it's like, okay, I have to do this. Look it up. Look up the ways to achieve that thing. Think about the people that are already in your circle that do that thing or do a portion of that thing that you can benefit from, and put a plan in motion. Yes, put it on paper. Yes, think it out, but put it in motion. Do those things that are going to propel you to that next level, because it's money out here to get. It is things out here to do. It's dreams out here that can actually come true, but it starts with you, and it starts with you putting your best foot forward all day, every day to make those things happen. Give it to God first. And if you are a believer, then you know that he'll never fail you. And if you are not, get to know him, because that's the source of everything for me. And then after that, I think the things will come to plan, and you'll figure out why you were put on this earth, and you'll figure out the things that make you happy and that make you fulfilled, and you'll go after the things that you were destined to have and to be the whole time.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Y'all just heard it. That was J Diva. Also, she does public speaking. We're adding that. Okay. And she'll have a TED Talk soon. Anyway.
Wow. Okay. Listen, I'm not running away. I'm not shying away. I'll say this: if it is within my wheelhouse to do and I can make it happen, I will typically make it happen. If I say I'm a C, I'm probably like Stevie. I ain't gonna see it, but. Yeah, if I know that I can do it, if I know I have a portion of it, and I can make that thing happen within my schedule, then I'm usually gonna go after it. I'm gonna go for it.
And you heard it right here.
Yeah.
She's gonna go for it.
Absolutely.
And she done put me on the spot, so I gotta help her go for it.
That's it.
And
we going.
Meanwhile, Mama Jess is being, trademark right now, T-shirt tomorrow.
Okay.
Anyway,
Okay.
it was a pleasure.
Yes.
Miss Graham,
Thank you
it was
so
a pleasure
much.
to have you here.
Thank you so
and,
much.
Next time we have to bring your husband. We can have this music in the background.
Listen, all the things, because I'm excited. I'm excited about what's to come, and I'm inspired by so many people, and you are one. So thank you for having me on, and I just look forward to the next thing.
I'm inspired by you. You the one on iHeartRadio.
I am, and that's a blessing. That's a blessing too. We didn't even talk about how I got there, but
we got time. Go ahead. Keep
okay,
I
know because when you said that,
since she brought it up,
I did. Shout out to Miss Monique. Okay, so this is how it happened, and this is how God can put you right where you need to be. So I was already doing makeup. I got into makeup because I like looking pretty, first of all, and I did makeup for maybe a friend's mom's wedding because she knew I did a lot on myself. And I was so green at the time, but I went to some classes and I made that happen, not knowing that would lead me to radio. So one day, Miss Monique, who was the program director at 96.3 at the time, she said on the radio that she needed a makeup artist for a concert. And people were sending her my information, and I heard it, and I'm trying to get in touch with her. And we got in touch, and I did her makeup, and she said, do you want me to pay you, or do you want me to show you the ropes or teach you, behind the scenes stuff? Because she asked me, had I ever thought about radio? And I had thought about it, but not in a sense of being on it, just that I loved it and I grew up on it and I loved music, just from singing. And she knew I, hosted events and things with the band. And so I chose the latter, which was show me the ropes. Because I thought that it was so much freedom in music, so why not do it for a living? And she showed me, and I started out with a Friday night show, then I went to weekends, then I went to weekdays on just 98.1, and now I'm doing Columbus radio as well.
Congratulations
on that. Thank you. So I do Columbus, Georgia. It's called the Midday Dive with J Diva, and that's on Magic 101.3. So that's from 10 till 3, and then I do Happy Hour in J Diva's Den here in the Good Life City from 3 till 7. Yeah.
You grinding out there.
Listen, I got to.
Got to.
I got to.
And again, congratulations on that. I'm
Thank
glad we got that in.
Yeah.
And see, that's another thing. This, this is a RAPCO Media podcast, so, there's no time restraint.
Thank you.
If we got something to say, we're going to say it and get it out there.
That's it.
Period.
Yeah.
And that's why independent media is important. Remember that.
I love that.
So what else you got?
I love that. I believe we touched on everything.
You believe? Okay.
Yes,
All
I
right.
think so. And if anything else comes up before the podcast, I'll just have to come back.
You know what? That's right. Hey, and before you leave,
Okay.
I just say all this on here.
Yeah.
And before you leave, send me, you got a TikTok. Send me a video so I can actually show a sample of this.
I will.
Mama
Jess, I will.
We just talk all this in the middle of the show. That's what we do.
Because I had a bit about boots on the ground, and we talked about TikTok. We talked about the NFL. We talk about a lot. So, yeah.
Love it.
Thank you.
Until next time, we'll see you right here. And usually we trying to drop these on Thursdays, but I'm trying to catch up because I fell behind. I had to go to the SVG College Summit, and then of course I got booked to do some work. So,
looking busy.
And blessed.
Yeah.
You got to throw that bless in there because I'm blessed to get paid.
You're right.
And if y'all owe me some money, y'all owe me some money.
Pay the man.
Pay me, please.
Yeah, me too.
I ain't got time. What was that? Someone's outside?
No. I'm just saying, they out there.
Oh, they out there.
Get your money.
Gotta get it. Until next time, we'll see you later on. Go for it.
Go for it.
And this is where we turn and act like we actually having a conversation like,
No.